Hey guys, happy Tuesday. So I wanted to jump on here and just kind of share a little bit about my morning routine. So every morning I'm up at 4 a.m. doing a workout, whatever sort of workout I cross train, so it's different, whether it's yoga, Pilates, it could be kickboxing, it could be a sandbag workout, it could be running. I mean, it's just a variety really. And then I am done with that and I get my youngest daughter up for school and ready. And I always believe in preparing a healthy breakfast. I eat clean most all of the time and believe in whole foods. And so I always prepare normally 3 eggs between the two of us. And I cook it in some sort of ghee, whether it's a buffalo ghee or this plain original ghee, which ghee is clarified butter if you don't know what that is, and it gives you your source of healthy fats. So I always, I don't just do eggs, but I always do veggies and sausage in my eggs. So what I'm doing right now is I'm heating my saute pan up, and it is right here. And I normally always just find pretty much whatever veggies or anything I might have on hand. And so today, what I'm going to do is I like to buy these organic chicken sausage. They're little guys from Costco. They're literally this size here. And so I take 3 to 4 of those and I chop them up to put in the bottom of the pan anyways to begin. I have a little bit of ghee already in my saute pan, but I'm going to add just a tad more. So I add those in, and again, ghee, clarified butter. If you guys haven't tried it, definitely go get you some. It's that healthy source of healthy fats for you, and it's excellent to cook with. I really enjoy it, and there's different flavors. There's a Himalayan salt, a garlic, an original, and then at Trader Joe's you can get 2 different kinds, which is an original or a buffalo ghee. That's my favorite. It's a seasoned buffalo ghee. And the other thing is I always cut up a tomato and put it in there. My daughter likes tomatoes. So my routine is pretty tight all day from the time that I wake up until the time that I go to bed, but I make use of every single minute. And after my daughter's done getting ready for school, we have about this 20 to 30 minute period where I prepare the breakfast at that time and just tie things up, and then make sure that she's fueled properly for school. And that's a huge thing for me, especially that my children know about nutrition and fueling their bodies. And one of the reasons is my youngest is dyslexic and suffers from learning disability and some other elements that go along with that. And I have learned over time, and with that you can have behaviors such as ADHD and all that. And actually October is Dyslexia Awareness Month. So if you don't know about it, definitely go in and look. It's one of those more invisible conditions that people have, but it hits so close to home, and the best thing you can do is have knowledge about whatever situation you're going through so you can treat it properly. food is fuel 100%. So I make sure that whatever is going in my kids' bodies and myself, that it is whole foods. If they do eat things that are processed, I immediately see the dilation in the eyes. I immediately see the poor reactions they have. I mean, it could be fits and anger, anxiousness, all the things that we want to avoid when you eat processed foods. That's the reaction that you get. And a lot of people are just used to eating processed foods all the time, and so they don't recognize that there's a difference between whole foods and processed, because their body's kind of contaminated at that point. The next thing I'm going to do is just dice up an onion. I have an onion here that I need to use, so I'm going to dice a little bit of that up. In my house, I have never been one to give options. So what I eat is what my family has always ate. And my kids have never grown up on soda or juice. It's definitely been, soda's just not allowed, and juice has been kind of a treat in moderation if we were out at something, but I don't even allow that. I just think that water and good old whole foods are the key to our health, and preventative medicine ultimately is what it is, preventing us from generation after generation of chronic conditions and the cycle of it. And if we don't prevent and take care of ourselves now, we're just going to be in the spin cycle. And I chose not to raise my kids that way, to live that way, and I choose health and wellness and active lifestyle and movement. And so I'm always moving and always telling you guys to move and groove also. But it's important. We have to be an example for our children, for the people around us. If you don't have children, then that's fine. You still are an example to everyone around you, whether you know it or not. And so be a prime example and be consistent in all that you do. So anyways, the veggies and the sausage are sauteing up right now. I always buy cage-free brown eggs, normally organic. And I do most of my grocery shopping either at Chuck's, Trader Joe's, or Costco. I like those three places. I normally don't whisk my eggs up. I'll literally just crack them in the pan and then kind of break them down a little bit and make it, it's almost like an omelet at that point, but you don't do any cheese or any of that. But I have recently been whisking them up to make it a little smoother, if that's something you want to do. I do all my meal prepping on Sundays, and Sundays are my day to just get the whole week set up. So that means preparation for kids' meals, kids' snacks, kids' lunch boxes. It's going to be grab and go every day. I am a mom of 2, and I work full-time, and I am busy. I don't have time to be thinking and pondering every day about what's for lunch, what they're going to eat. It needs to be all set up and prepared, because preparedness creates consistency, and that's exactly what we need to succeed. I'll show you guys what this is looking like. That's the veggies cooking down. So this morning I did Pilates. I'm kind of doing a little challenge right now. So it's Pilates and yoga. It's a breakdown of the 2 different ones. And then after work, I'm doing an additional, I'm either running or doing a heavier body weight or sandbag or grip strength training workout. And that's the routine right now. I have a lot of races coming up in 2019, and I just want to kick some booty. So that's really, it's really what it comes down to. But you have to train to gain. You have to be consistent, and consistency is a huge thing that I see that people lack when you're not getting results, because it's small positive habits over a period of time, and you have to have consistency, or else with anything in life you're not going to have the progress or the results that you want, and the only person to blame honestly is yourself. So I mean, everybody is there to encourage one another, but in this life, you have to put in the work to get the results. So I'm whisking the eggs up right now. I'm just kind of going to go through the motions and show you guys what this looks like. It's 6:30 right now in the morning, and I have to be outside shortly for my daughter's bus to come. I'm going to pour these right over the veggies. And I like to put the Himalayan salt and the black pepper, if you can see that in there. Now, while that is cooking up, I'm going to move you guys. While that's cooking up, I just try to clean up and keep things neat and tidy, because we don't have time. Honestly, life is busy and we don't have time for messes or things that are unstructured. So it's always chaotic, but it's an organized chaos, and that's how we do it. I'll show you guys what this is looking like. It kind of looks like in the pan, if you look at it, like a souffle. But I like to get it cooked down, and when it gets a little more solid, I flip it over, kind of like you're doing a partial omelet, but not necessarily. So the only things that I'm not meal prepping during my week is dinners. I like to cook my dinners every day, and I enjoy prepping and cooking. It's something that I enjoy doing, and baking. It's just that's a staple, to have like a warm meal or a meal together in the home. So lunches and snacks and breakfasts such as overnight oats are all going to be meal prepped on a Sunday. And then for dinners, I normally do salads. I normally do roasted chicken stir fries, sweet potato stir fries. I will do salmon. I love salmon. And then lots of cauliflower rice and things like that. And sometimes we'll eat eggs in variations for dinner as well. I am an egg fanatic. Absolutely love eggs. So, like I was saying, it's Dyslexia Awareness Month, and I'm so excited because my daughter has came so far. She was diagnosed in kindergarten after a long 6-month assessment and diagnosed with dyslexia, and it's been quite a road. And it's amazing and beautiful, the uniqueness of the brain and the human body and how people develop and learn and interact differently. She's very gifted and very kind and very loving. And her gifts are in other ways other than some of the strengths that we might have academically, right? So speech is affected. Her behavioral with processing can be affected because what you want to say and what you're thinking just can't come out fast enough, so there's a reaction there. But this year she is back in school. She's been reading. She's reading this book. You guys probably know, of course, The Diary of a Wimpy Kid, and so that's the book she's reading now. And she is reading that book so well and without a lot of hiccups and saying words and sounding things out in the way that you hear her reading it, the complexity of it. It's coming together. It's not just you're reading words or stuttering through words. It's actually coming together. And it's amazing and it's heart-wrenching, and I am so happy because this is progress, you guys. This is life. This is a lifelong thing, and I'm so excited. So, and my oldest is a senior, and she's working, and they're both just amazing. Ultimately, you know, it's Jesus first, and then my kids and everything else below that. And if we can I can raise my kids in a God-fearing environment, God as the center, then we can't go astray. So yes, that is the goal and the life and motherhood that I'm dealing with daily. Check my eggs out. So this is what they look like. They are fluffy veggies, sausage, eggs. So anyways, thanks for listening, and have an amazing Tuesday, you guys. And do you see my cows back there? I love cows, and this was gifted to me, and I love it. But anyways, have an amazing Tuesday, and hopefully check in with y'all tomorrow. Bye.